What up, fam? Level 17 of my Black Falcon army. Let's rewind a little bit. I kind of mentioned before, I think in the level 15 1000 Black Falcon episode, I guess, of this series, I mentioned that I skipped level 13. I really didn't. That was actually the elephants. I don't know why I even said that. I labeled it correctly, but in the video, I kind of messed up. Regardless of the fact, this is level 17. I didn't really skip anything. The Red Falcons were technically labeled as 14. So elephants were 13, Red Falcons were 14, the 1000s is the 15, 16 is the skin swap, and then this would be level 17, fantasy. Essentially, this isn't really a big one, but I have to show these guys off because I haven't mentioned them yet. So I have two specific units that I want to go over within my army, but first, my army is fantasy. There is no historical reference to this entire army. I have to tackle this subject because I keep getting all these comments. So in level 16, I explained that I'm using skin tone colors, and that was a video where the comment section, I kind of expected how that was going to go. Either or, a lot of people didn't realize that this entire army does not have any historical fact to it. Why? Because it's the Black Falcons. They never existed anywhere. So if I'm going to run with that, I'm going to make my army how I wish. So yes, there are multicolored skin tones to include both male and female genders in my army. Deal with it. I mean, Lord of the Rings did that too. My army also has elephants. That wasn't a thing in Europe back in the medieval time. Now, with that said, I have two specific units that I want to kind of show off. So I have my Valkyrie unit, which can fly. So mainly this unit consists of 4 specific parts to make them what they are. Each one of them has a Thor helmet, these black and white wings, as well as an armor that I got from Chima, I believe. I did play around with other parts from Chima to kind of give it a more Black Falcon look, but I think the black and white wings did great with it. I did have that blue bird piece. It kind of looked like a mascot to me, so I just ended up using the Thor helmet with the black and white wings, and it kind of did what I wanted to accomplish. Just like my elephant units, the commander is using these gold wings. The Valkyrie unit is doing the same thing. The commander has the gold wings while everyone else has the black and white wings to signify the Black Falcon faction. The weaponry is kind of mix between the swords as well as the axes. I could kind of change them out a little bit. I mean, I could probably add another one of these with just bows and arrows. I think that'll be kind of convenient, right? To not only be able to swoop in and attack their enemy from any point on the battlefield. Their purpose in my unit is to literally flank and scout, and also to be able to shoot from the sky from anywhere. Wow. I didn't really think that through. I probably should do that. I guess you could also consider them as air support. So my Rangers, now if you are a fan of Lord of the Rings, you can find these guys somewhere in the Gondor army. And well, I have a bunch of them in mine as well. And mainly these guys consist of the dark navy hood, as well as a cape and a bow and arrow. That's simple. So these guys, I don't know if they exist in real life, but I know I'm just getting this from Lord of the Rings. Going to my own lore, these guys are just really, really, really good archers that can go out on their own and do their own thing. In this formation, they're just in formation, but if I really want to use them to their own strengths, they would be out in the middle of nowhere causing havoc from the woods. I guess I should have brought the elephants into this too, but I'm not. Ultimately, I wanted to show off these two specific units. Oh yeah, I have clay bots in my army. Now, if you're not familiar with clay bots, I don't know the lore, but they come from Nexo Knights and it's Clay's bots. They have the Black Falcon logo. I didn't know about this. Apparently Clay also has a Black Falcon logo, and there's a lot of these pieces in Nexo Knights. Thanks, Sans. So yeah, I have flying Black Falcons to include Rangers. I guess you can count the elephants too from the other level, and mechanical robots in my army, which also consists of both men and women and multicolored skin tones. Come at me. Let the comments rain.